Kia ora and welcome to Oho Ake Books. My name is Whareus Lysander. I'm just sitting in this beautiful Mahui forest up in Wrights Hill in Karori, and just dropped into this feeling of appreciation of being part of a larger organism, a living, breathing organism, and expanding into that feeling. And while I'm doing that, I'm feeling this appreciation and understanding of one of the characters of my multi-dimensional self, Pablo Wairua, who writes through me and writes beautiful, heartfelt, spiritual, conscious awakening short stories. And how this character became the saviour, or was part of a team, but was the essential ingredient in bringing the archontic, draconis, cabal that I've written about in my books, Entwined and United, to an end. Now, many years ago I came back to New Zealand, to Aotearoa in 2003. I had a really strong feeling that the indigenous cultures, the traditional cultures of the world, were the way forward in regards to creating a symbiotic relationship with this planet. For hundreds of thousands of generations, traditional cultures have lived with the earth in a symbiotic way. Looking back at that now, we have to look at technology, and it is a technology, as being the way to move forward to creating a pollution-free, abundant, symbiotic relationship with the planet. Now, Pablo Wairua, I created it as a tohunga, which is a Māori, New Zealand Māori warrior priest, but his lineage came from Lemuria, the continent in the Pacific. And the mystery school that was created in Lemuria that taught this particular lineage of tohunga, warrior priest, was formed to protect the planetary consciousness. In my book, Entwined, and in my sequel, United, Pablo Wairua, you see his training, and you see him become tohunga, which is, he finishes his training, and then he goes about defeating the archontic cabal with the help of some others who are also part of this team. I guess you could call it a team, but a group really, of other beings that help to break down the archontic's simulation walls, projected on the Saturn Moon matrix, Nara the headed David Icke. So Pablo Wairua embodied for me the being, the indigenous people of his planet, the Quechua and the Tohunga from the Tuhui and the Te Ururewa National Park, the Tuhui tribe, the New Zealand Māori tribe. His mother was Quechua and his father was Tuhui. I really feel that. And Pablo is a consciously awakened, spiritually awakened young man who understands the nature of reality, but also is plugged into the living library that is the planetary consciousness, imbued in all fauna and flora, but also into the elemental forces that are unseen with the five senses. And this is what makes him so powerful. He walks the line between many worlds, but also has one foot in the traditional cultures and one foot in the present moment. And that is how I perceive also, as part of my understanding, why traditional cultures are so powerful at this time. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Mate wa. We'll talk again soon.